What's up, guys? This is Dr. Alchemist, M.F.A, the Neo Scholar, with Dr. Dictionary, PhD. And we're back with another One Piece chapter review. We're almost done with the East Blue Saga. How exciting. We have one more omnibus, 3 volumes left. This is the last chapter and volume 6. And, hey, don't eat me up in the comments, but I'm so proud of what I just showed y'all. So, that bouncy ball animation is my first time ever doing 2D animation. So that's just my first day of class. I think what I'll do, I'll just keep showing my progress in animating and artwork. I'm super proud of it. As someone that already holds a master's degree, I've realized that like you're going to get better. So what I want to do more in my life is enjoy the now than looking at others. Because I know like if I enjoyed what I was doing back then, I would have been a lot happier in the process of learning, you know? So every little thing is a win now because I've already reached mastering an expert level in design. I feel very confident in that. Now I'm learning a subcategory, like, subgenre, like digital design. So I'm super excited. So I just wanted to show you that little bouncy ball. Let's show it again. It's so cool. I did realize that as far as me, I am working towards being a manga artist. I think it's just for myself. It's not going to be for other people. I realize that. Also, I don't want to animate for people. I don't want to 2D. I don't want to do anime, work in anime. Game design. I think what's going to be my thing is focusing on game design, character design, and all aspects of that. So I don't mind animating the character, doing the story for the character, the clothes for the character, especially the fashion for the characters, the hair, the weapons. I'm cool with that. But as far as like me going work on like Jujutsu Kaisen and work on there, that's not for me. No. Nope. But I'm totally okay with character design. I'm the character all the way. That's where I'm gonna go. Now for myself, I will definitely do my own mangas and I will also animate. So, I mean, I just found out that my final project is gonna be a short film. And so I have to do a 2-minute short film. Oh my God. And I'm gonna do it on the koi fish from Japanese folklore. The koi fish, swims 100 years or for 100 years and trains and becomes a dragon. So I'm going to take that concept from folklore and create a short film out of it. A little more heartfelt, but I love that. So, yeah, let's get to it. And I will not do a 3-act structure. It'll be in a 4-act structure or a kabuki play. 5th act, like I like doing 5, like the kabuki play. So like, your opening, the journey, and then there's like a problem, and then the resolution, and now like an epilogue. It's just me. That's just me. All right, this is chapter 53, Mackerel Head. We are back. Buggy. Okay, this is cover page story. Buggy's crew after the battle, part 13. Wanted. Now we have Alvida. She's skinny. We still don't know why she's skinny because we know it's Alvida because of her hat and her outfit, right? But technically her hat gives it away. So it's a smaller Alvida that has a doodle picture of Luffy. Yeah, maybe she draw it. Alvida's, I don't know. We haven't looked at her Viva card, but maybe on her off time, she likes to doodle. But it's a very good picture of Luffy. And it says search for, and Buggy is like, yes. So Buggy was so elated when he saw Luffy's little doodle that Alvida drew. And that he dismembered himself and pointed every piece of his body, of his chibi body at there because Luffy punched out Alvida, right? For Kobe. And then Luffy punched out Buggy. So they have a common enemy. So I look forward to seeing what's going on. Let's get into this chapter. This is chapter 53, Mackerel Head, the last chapter in volume 6, omnibus 2, and we are moving on to the next omnibus after this. Wow, 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 wow. We'll talk about it later. Let's go. I know I read these chapters ahead of time, but I don't. Out of every One Piece enemy, I don't like Don Krieg. It's not because he's evil. It's just the dude, like, he does not understand where he's at. He's feeling himself too much. Kick his ass. Okay? Like, Buggy's one thing, but Buggy doesn't think he's that guy. Don Krieg thinks he's the main character, and you're not even the side characters like Mihawk. You're not even the conversation. You're not even the top 1,000. Oh my God, Morgan's higher than you. We're gonna have to do some. I need to also do a discussion video on Don Krieg. I don't like his ass, so we're gonna do a discussion video on Don Krieg. Yeah, we are. Okay, cool. I'll do Zoro's Vow and Don Krieg. Okay, cool. I'm doing that tomorrow. I love One Piece. Now then, lads, we've had a few minor setbacks, but that's behind us. I was going to scuttle that battered Hulk anyway. He just saved us the effort. Take a good look at that ship's decorations. Don Krieg is just trying to, like, he can't fathom he got his ass whooped. So he's trying to just think of any excuse and watch what he comes up with. With that silly ship, we can dominate the Grand Line. It's better than posing as a Navy ship or waving a white flag. We can approach, I'm reading it like that because I don't care. I don't care about Don Krieg. I hate when he talks. We can approach any ship we want without arousing suspicion and launch a surprise attack. It's almost foolproof. He's a fucking coward, bro. Oh, I hate that man. Like, I think Patty talked about, or Zeff talked about him, or we find out later what Black Glasses name. Black Glasses talked about, I think it was Black Glasses that gave us a backstory in Krieg. He is a no good pirate that sails around with a white flag or masks himself as a marine ship and just ambushes people. He's like I can't even call it guerrilla warfare, because this is guerrilla warfare, what I do with my channel, but he's just, have some pride, bro. Like, just do the ones. You saw Luffy watch while you wasn't talking that shit when Mihawk was there, and he sliced you again. I would have to quit. I'll go join the Baratie. If I was on Don Krieg ship, I'll have to jump ship. Hey, y'all, I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm jumping ship. Nobody suspect that joke of a ship to be full to the gills with pirates. Oh, that's a pun. In 3 days, the seas are rotten with out-of-work pirates. What? Oh, in these days, the seas are rotten with out-of-work pirates. Assembling another fleet should be child's play. So they're talking about capturing the ship. Another reason they want to capture the ship because it's the Baratie, and they won't think it's a pirate ship so they can ambush people. Wow. Somebody with some sense. But Don Krieg, if we go back to the Grand Line, we might meet the others like that Hawkeye. Boom! And so Don Krieg shoots another one of his men. So he had 100 men. I think he shot like 2 of them so far, right? Poor things. Now he's down to 98. You need everybody. Any more cowards among you? Step forward. Do you really think that a normal man could split a gigantic galleon with a sword? Here comes the lie in his head. Huh? What do you mean? It's obvious he had the power of the devil fruit, Don Krieg says. He has eaten one of the legendary devil fruits. The Grand Line's crawling with people like that. When he broke my ship, he probably used some devil fruit power on the Grand Line. That Straw Hat Brat will be just another pirate. But Red Shoe Zeff, he sailed the Grand Line for a whole year. He must know some secret for sailing among those freaks. So Don Krieg's just having a nervous breakdown because he's like, I have all this armor, I have all this strength, all this armor, all this cowardliness, and the only reason you beat me because you have devil fruit. Clearly, his blade is not a devil fruit blade. It's just a very famous blade, and he has something called hockey on it, so he's able to embed his will onto the blade to make it stronger. That's how you make a black blade, okay? We really don't know how it's done, but that's kind of the gist of it. So, Mihawk has this very, very famous and strong blade, and you think it's a devil fruit. But if it was a devil fruit, it would have powers. He's just used, oh my God. He's just using Jessica Tenchu. That's all he's using, okay? Just throwing energy slashes out. That's it. Or wind slashes. Jessica Tenchu. Got you. And I watch Bleach. I know. That's actually, we're gonna be saying that a lot when it comes to Mihawk and Zoro. So we need to learn Getsuga Tenju. So he just thinks that was the reason why he got destroyed, and that's not the case. Secondly, Lord, I hate this man. That if Mihawk had a devil fruit, I mean, I wouldn't be on a little small raft like that. But I guess we're not gonna talk about Luffy's brother. But okay, I'm not gonna be on small raft so I can just fall in there. And he didn't even use it. So even if he had a devil fruit power, you didn't see it. I mean, things that have that much destructive power you would have seen, right? Next. You're still talking about sneaking up on people with the Baratie. I hate that. And then you talk about Red Shoe Zeff. Okay, if he was there for a year, there must be some secret to surviving. How about, we never ruled out Let's Get Stronger. It just doesn't happen. I bet it's written in that logbook of his, and with luck, the location of the One Piece too. That Don Krieg would have brain. So that's your plan. With that ship and the logbook, the way to the ultimate lost treasure will lie upon before us. Okay? All right, you sea wolves, let's capture that fish. Yar! So Don Krieg pirates are hype. They're feeling it. I don't know what the hell they're feeling. And Luffy's like, what? They're pretty worked up. This should be fun. And Sanji got a cigarette. He's smoking like he's a chain smoker. So he's ready. Zeff got his arm crossed. He's like, let's go, brother. Because he's living on the Grand Line. He definitely can beat Don Krieg. But you know how the mentors do in One Piece. It's the new generation job to do it. But push come to shove, Don Krieg if Zeff has to step in, he'll beat Don Krieg. They're pretty worked up. This should be fun. Hey, mister, you promised, right? Luffy's talking. I can hope for a better deal, Zeff says. If you stay a whole year, my ship would be a wreck. Okay. Hey, I love how Luffy was like, I'll give you 1 week. And Zeff was like, I'll give you, just go beat them, I'll be done. You gotta go. You thought he was helpful? No, he's more hurtful. It's more hurtful. Where's Patty and Carne? Okay, so we finally get Black Glass's name. His name is Carne. Yeah, Black Glass's name is Carne. Ready and itching to go. Those two are great at times like this, another cook says, but only at times like these. Go to the control room and open the fins, Sanji asked. The fins? Yeah, the Baratie is like a fish. Huh? You sure? Won't that give the pirates a foothold? That's what we want. If we wreck the whole restaurant, the crab geezer will howl. What was that, crap kid? Zeff says, smiling. I said you scream like a baby. I'm out of here, Cook says. So Sanji's like, hey, if we're going to fight, we need a platform. So that's how you do Sanji's with the Straw Hat Pirates. They're not trying to divert. They're not trying to, look, we need some platforms so we can kick some ass. We ain't got no problems. But also Sanji's peeping game that Luffy has a double fruit, and if he gets in the water, he's going to drown. So Luffy is trying to fight Don Krieg on wreckage, and that's not going to work. He needs a stable platform so he can be fine. Hand over that ship, grub monkeys. And that's Don Krieg's ship. But Luffy gets to jump, grabs the rail, and goes all the way back into the restaurant. Here I go. Gum-Gum rocket. And rockets all the way over there without thinking. He's flying towards us. He's flying towards us. And Giant Scythe. So he used a combo attack. Gum-Gum rocket that launches him over. Then he used Giant Scythe, which is a new attack. Instead of Gum-Gum Scythe, he used Giant Scythe, which is 2 clotheslines. Knocks everybody's out. Well, a lot of them. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 9 people in one shot, right? Yep, about 9 people. So let's say 10 total in one hit. So that's, now we're down to like, what, the 88? They all fall in the water. So do they drown and die? A lot of people die in One Piece. We just don't really highlight it. We're like, if you're not the main character, we don't care. Good job, Troll Boy. And Sanji's like, the Grand Line's crawling with people like that? You ungrateful jerk, I'll knock you to the moon. So you brought the fight to us on the water, where you can't move freely, Don Krieg says. Oh, he's feeling himself, when there's a handicap. I know that you devil fruit freaks sink like stones in the sea, anchor boy. And Luffy's like, yeah, but I can still stretch. So he should be able to catch on the things if he's about to fall in the water. He's very quick at that. Cut to, is it Carne? I just learned his name reading this. Carne. So it's Carne, black glasses, and Patty. Patty! Baratie, naval warfare weapon. Mackerel Head. So, Carne and Patty, like carne asada. Carne and Patty are in something right now. We're about to find out. And it looks like they're pedaling or they're like about to do a special attack. It's a Baratie naval warfare weapon. So they're bringing out a weapon. Remember they had the crawfish cannon. So I'm curious. This is the Mackerel Head. Anyone who doesn't want to die had better swim for it. That's what Carne says. Okay, so they're ready. So we see clink, clank, 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 clank. So the mouth is already open. Some cannons go in front. I think the head detaches. And Luffy's like, what is that? Cool. That fish's head. What? And this is the gag. I mean, it's small. You thought this, big thing was about to come out, but it's just a fish head and, comes out. It's like the size of like, I don't know, like a Tesla or something. Like the Tesla Cybertruck, probably 2 of those, right? You row faster. I'm trying. And you have to, it's row. It's a propeller, like row propeller. And so they're trying to turn, turn. You're on the starboard paddle wheel. You gotta row faster. Me or we can't turn to port. I know that. Quit bossing me, you bald octopus. And so they call everybody octopus. They call Luffy one. All right, cannon. So they got the cannons facing Don Krieg. And finally, they say full steam ahead, faster, go faster. So they're slowly getting closer. And they finally got to Don Krieg's ship. It's here. But apparently they move really fast, right? Because Patty's a big guy. Fire! Boom, 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 boom. And now they're shooting at Don Krieg's pirates. Patty and Carne did it. Blast them all. I'm spreading the fins. So remember, Sanji told one of the cooks to go spread the fins so they can have a place to fight. I want to make sure I highlight that, right? So I want to say specifically, the cook asked, you sure? Won't that give the pirates a foothold? Yeah, that foothold is going to help them fight. So they're shooting. And Don Krieg's just watching because he's right next to Luffy. Luffy's holding on for his dear life. Now what are they? Yikes, I'm sinking. So, of course, since Patty and Carne are shooting more of the wreckage, more of the wreckage is sinking. And so that's not good. But as that happens, the Baratie fins start to open. They were tucked down below. And now they're coming as ramps. And Sanji says, now you can fight yourselves, silly pirates. Sanji was doing that for the Baratie, but also doing it for Luffy. Good job. That's why you're going to be on our crew. Looking out for his future captain. And I was like, huh? What is it? From the ocean depths. It's a deck. So, it's ingenious. A fighting deck to keep the restaurant from getting damaged. And the adventurous for us. To sense that ship will be soon ours. And adventurous for us. And advantageous for us. And advantageous for us to sense that ship will soon be ours. I want it more than ever now. Shut up, Don Krieg. And guess who steps onto the foothold? And all the cooks from Zeff's restaurant. And the pirates are like, what cooks can do against pirates? Never underestimate sea cooks. And they all go charging at each other like the X-Men. Okay? Go get him. Serve him up. Big pot of defeat. Patty eyes forward. I'm heading for Krieg. So as Patty's like, hey, get him, cook, getting the morale up. Carne is getting them steering them towards Don Krieg so they can shoot that cannon. But remember, it didn't happen before, so maybe this cannon is stronger than the crawfish cannon. It's like a level up. All right, Don Krieg, prepare to die. Feel the power of the Mackerel Head. I the pride of the Baratie. Prepare to be shark food. And they're like shooting. They're feeling good, and they're like, what the hell? Don Krieg actually speed blitzes. He's strong, but he's not as strong as the strongest. He speed blitzes the cannon, tanks the hits, and grabs the ship, the little Mackerel Head. What? We're not moving. What's going on? I am Don Krieg, ruler of the world sea. Hey, that's going to be me, Luffy says. He does not like people saying that anybody else is going to be king of the pirates. I don't have time for your games. And he throws it at the Baratie. Huh? What? Whoa. What strength? It's monstrous. Don Krieg is strong, yes, but in the grand scheme of things, no. Not to be bucking at Mihawk, he's strong, but not, you know what I mean? Know your role. He's like, what, a C-class pirate? D-class pirate? You know? I'll give him C-class. Everybody else is B-A, yeah? Guess Patty is D. So of course you can do that to them. Those two had a lot of heart. Sanji smoking a cigarette. Talking about Patty and Carne. I'm sorry I have to do this. And they're screaming, we're going to hit the restaurant. Sanji jumps up and kicks the Mackerel Head. So Sanji is way strong. He's displaying how strong he is. Because if Don Krieg can throw it at full force at the Baratie and Sanji kicks it, that shows how strong Sanji is. So all this beating up he's been doing, he's not just a bully. He can back it up. Sanji, what, with one kick? End of chapter. Wow, this was a great volume 6. I really, really enjoyed doing this with y'all. So make sure y'all go out and get Omnibus number 3, which is this one. Because we're going to be starting that next week. So I'm super excited. Yeah, we got a lot of good information. It's just setting up for the final battle. So this is really good. So we have our platform. You know, we had some good diversions with the Mackerel Head, which is very interesting. I love how the Mackerel Head was the first little boat Zord we've seen, you know, until we meet Frankie and the ship can do different things like that. Or he has different gadgets. So that's really, really cool. It shows their innovation. And yeah, I'm happy that Sanji did something for his captain. I know he did for the Baratie, but he actually did something for his captain too, to make sure they had a platform to fight in. So this is Dr. Alchemist, M.F.A, Neo Scholar. I think we did enough. What do you think, Dr. Dictionary? Are you excited? We have done 6 volumes. So the next chapter we're going to be on is on volume 7, chapter 54. I know I've done more than like 200-300 videos already between shorts and videos, but as far as the One Piece go, we're about to do 54 One Piece videos. Wow. Okay. We're pushing it. My birthday's October 1st, so we need to get caught up to 100 so we can be past season 1. So that's the first goal. Hey guys, thank y'all so much for supporting me. I'm loving doing these, and this is the time to get back in One Piece. We have One Piece the anime, the new One Piece coming out on Netflix, so you know you can keep up with that. And I know they're going to be blazing fast. We also have One Piece live action, which is great. You can keep up with them. And we also have the current manga, so that's why you should subscribe. I'll see y'all later in another One Piece video. Bye!